Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And today, unfortunately, we're going to be taking a look at a god-awful article from ScreenRant.com. This is just a terrible article. It's just so lazy. It's uninspired. There's nothing of value here. Literally zero. We're going to read this one and just it's frustrating. You know, I'm always trying to gather up like all kinds of cool articles and discussions and topics to talk about on my channel. You guys know this is a cartoon. I say it every time. You know, I say, hey folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. I talk about some of the cool things in the industry, and I talk about upcoming shows. Sometimes I do reviews. Sometimes I do trailers. This time, we're taking a look at Screen Rant and just how awful they are. Just so bad. So clickbait. Just so awful. Let's take a look. What do we got here? Okay. We got an article. Here we are, ScreenRant.com. And the article is by ADRIENNE Tyler. ADRIENNE Tyler. If you want to see who that is, they actually show her at the bottom. There's her face picture, profile picture. And you see here, ADRIENNE Tyler is a features writer for Screen Rant, and she's not very good at what she does. She is an audio-visual communication graduate who wanted to be a filmmaker, but life had other plans, and it turned out great. I don't know. Prior to Screen Rant, she wrote something. One of the things of note here is that she's written 3,293 articles. That's a lot of articles. You would think somebody that has written that many articles has vast troves of experience and they would give us really great topics. Or maybe you have a different thought like me, that if they're writing that many articles, maybe they're just churning shit out. And this is shit. Let's take a look. So here we go. What's this article called? Everything we know about SpongeBob SquarePants 4. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, we're getting a fourth SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I covered this like the day it came out, the day it was announced. It was I think it was February, right? February of this year. We're getting a fourth movie. You had the original SpongeBob the SquarePants movie with David Hasselhoff. Then you had Sponge Out of Water. That was the one with like Antonio Banderas, where when they jumped out, when they got into the ocean. And go on land, they actually become 3D animation. And then we had the more recent one of Sponge on the Run, and that one was entirely 3D. I didn't like that movie, by the way, but that one did. At least it had Keanu Reeves. There you go. That was the highlight of the movie. But I thought that movie was bad. I have another video immediately after this one. You guys should watch it. I'm going to be discussing those movies and giving my thoughts. We actually have a topic. Do I think that SpongeBob, the next movie, will be 3D or 2D? So stick around for that in the next video. But we got to talk about this. So everything we know about SpongeBob SquarePants 4. So Nickelodeon announced it, again, sometime in February. And they didn't announce anything else, guys. That is it. They only announced that there was going to be a fourth SpongeBob movie. This person, for some strange reason, decided, you know what, screw it. I'm going to make an entire article about no knowledge. Let's take a look at what she had to say here. Okay? The adventures of SpongeBob SquarePants continue not only on TV, but also on the big screen. No shit. And SpongeBob or Friends are getting a fourth movie. Again, if you paid any attention to the news cycle, you probably already heard that SpongeBob was getting a fourth movie, right? And just by reading the article headline, you already know that everything we know about SpongeBob SquarePants 4, you already know that a movie's happening just from reading that title. Okay? So we got here, it's created by Stephen Hill. No new information here. Just the fact that we're getting a fourth movie. Nothing new here. SpongeBob SquarePants takes viewers to the bottom of the ocean. Again, nothing new here. Nothing new here. And we'll continue to do so with a fourth movie. 2 paragraphs, nothing new. This is trash. Garbage writing. What the fuck am I looking at? Next we go here. SpongeBob's first big screen adventure, simply titled The SpongeBob SquarePants Movie. I just mentioned this. It's the fourth movie. It's the fourth movie. Thanks. You pointed out that it's the fourth movie. Now Paramount has announced a fourth SpongeBob. She literally just listed the three movies like I did and just said, now Paramount has announced a fourth movie. They know. They read the title. They read the title of this article. And most people like me already knew before this that it was getting a fourth movie. And here's everything you need to know about SpongeBob's next adventure. Finally, guys, 3 paragraphs in, we're going to learn this legendary mythical knowledge that only screenwriter Adrienne Tyler knows about. What does she know? What's going on? SpongeBob SquarePants 4 is happening. You don't say. Wow. Oh my God. You don't say. It's happening. Wow. And will release in theaters. A movie releasing in theaters. Whoa. This is stunning knowledge. Just stunning. The SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run was released in March 2021 and was well received by critics. I thought it was garbage. So it wasn't surprising that talks about a fourth movie began shortly. A fourth SpongeBob SquarePants movie was confirmed to be in development in February of 2022. That's at least some knowledge that you could gain, right? You get the knowledge that the announcement was in February, like I already said, but you might not have known that. So there you go. But again, everything you need to know about SpongeBob Movie 4 still hasn't given us any new information. Or like any valid information that you really need to know. Do you really care about the fact that the fourth movie was announced in February? Nobody's going to care unless you're doing like news like me, right? And here we have, and unlike Sponge on the Run, which was released on video on demand, due to the coronavirus pandemic, the plan for the new movie is to be released in theaters. Yeah, and people know this, the pandemic is basically coming to an end. People are getting back to normal. Of course it was going to release in like, come on. Like, is this a joke, right? Most people, I'm going to say, like, if you asked 9 out of 10 people, most of them would have been like, there's going to be a new SpongeBob movie. Of course it's going to go to theaters, right? And SpongeBob SquarePants 4 story, what will the secret? Even though Nickelodeon hasn't said any information, somehow this person knows. Oh, I can't wait. What is the plot? I can't wait to find out. The SpongeBob SquarePants movies don't follow a narrative, so instead of being sequels, they are standalone stories. As such, each movie has had a different story, though all of them with the message of power and bravery comes from within. After all, these are movies aimed at young audience. With that in mind, it's impossible to predict what the story of SpongeBob SquarePants 4 will be, so you told us nothing. What will the story be about? What will the sequel be about? Sorry, you told us nothing. It's impossible to predict. You don't say. Like, oh my God. Oh, literally no knowledge. Nothing here is brand new knowledge. Nothing is new. You literally told us nothing. It's impossible to predict. Thanks. You're so stunning and brave with your knowledge here. Oh my God. As it could deal with literally anything. Oh my God. Okay, do screenwrite writers have to make a word count? You know, like I remember when I was in school, you had to make a certain essay, okay? And you had to have like at least 5,000 words or some shit. Do screenwriters have to like produce a certain number of like words per article? Because like this person is clearly trying to milk every last penny here out of Screen Rant. Holy mother of God. The Krabby Patty's secret formula, Plankton's evil plans, a character being kidnapped or torturing evil. Literally, they just rehearsed. They literally just told you the plots of some of the other movies. You know what I mean? Like Plankton in the first one trying to take over with all those chum bucket helmets. Literally just recycling the plot. It could be about anything. Even the plots that we've already seen before. Like, come on. Like, nothing new here. It's unknown how far into pre-production so you don't even know how far they are into pre-production. You literally don't know nothing here. As well as if it will have one animation style or more. I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to say, I do have a video. I don't want to spoil it here. I have a video coming up. But every single SpongeBob movie has at least had live action, like Hollywood actors. So I guarantee you there's going to be another Hollywood actor in there of some kind. Who will it be? Who could it be? Nobody, much like this article, nobody knows. Oh my God. If it will mix in live action again, it will, because the other ones all did. Yeah, like there's like a 99%. The first 3 did it where they all had Hollywood actors. I'm going to say there's about a 99% chance they're going to do it again. And other aspects that could make production take more time. If the production of SpongeBob SquarePants 4 doesn't encounter any obstacles during filming and before its release, the 4th SpongeBob SquarePants movie could see the light sometime in 2023. You're guessing. You don't know that. Literally guessing here. You know, and I agree that's a pretty good date timeline, but like we don't know. This is literally an article that says everything we know about SpongeBob. You don't know the dates. You don't know the story. You literally don't know anything. What other, and that's it. That's where she ends. Like literally no new knowledge. No, everything you need to know about SpongeBob SquarePants 4, nothing. You don't need to know anything because there is no knowledge yet. They haven't released any of the details. Nothing's been leaked. This writer literally shit this article out with barely doing, like, this is the bare minimum, folks. Like, holy mother of God. I can't believe they're paying. Like, how much do you think she got paid for this article? Like $60? Like, mother of actual God. Take a couple SpongeBob pictures and just throw them in there. Why not? What other SpongeBob SquarePants movies are happening? So this is at least something interesting, even though she goes off topic here. This has like nothing to do with the movies, but we do know that there's going to be 3 spin-off films. This doesn't have anything to do with SpongeBob SquarePants 4. You can see here, in addition to SpongeBob SquarePants 4. We've speculated. There's been a lot of speculation. You guys have been speculating in my chat which characters are going to get it. We know for a fact that Sandy Cheeks is getting one. She also says this here. Sandy Cheeks-centered movie. Saving Bikini Bottom, or if this one is considered a separate project. And the first of these spin-off movies is scheduled to release in 2023. Again, these 3 spin-offs don't have anything to do with SpongeBob the movie 4, right? This is an additional article. This is cool that she threw this in here, mostly because I suspect she had to hit a quota of a certain number of words she had to reach. But this has nothing to do with SpongeBob 4, guys. And I do want the safest bet. She actually gives her bets that it's going to be Squidward, Patrick, and Mr. Krabs. We've talked about it. We actually did a discussion. I do want to quickly just talk about this here because it's funny. We had a discussion. Which 3 characters do you think are going to be the spin-off focus outside of Sandy? Because there's no way they're going to do 2 of them focusing on Sandy, right? So Sandy Cheeks, we already have Sandy Cheeks, so she's basically guaranteed. Then there was going to be there was rumor. It's not exactly 100% clear, but allegedly there were rumors that Squidward was going to get his own spin-off, kind of like Patrick. The Patrick Star Show got his own little show there. And people speculated that, because Squidward's spin-off never came out, or it just never happened, that there's going to be a Squidward-focused movie, just like Sandy, right? It's like, if they're doing it for Sandy, they're probably going to do it for, for sure. They've got to do one for Squidward, right? Well, they don't have to, but, Squidward is one of the most iconic characters. So this, she said, Squidward, Patrick, and Mr. Krabs. Patrick is another idea here, because the Patrick Star Show, would that count as a SpongeBob spin-off movie? I think so. I think we could see a Patrick Star movie. So that would be 3 out of the 4, right? Sandy, Squidward, and Thing. And we've been having some debates about this last one. I said it could be about Mr. Krabs and Pearl. We have never figured out who Mr. Krabs is. We have never figured out who Pearl's mother. They frequently mention her, Mother of Pearl. You've heard Mr. Krabs say that, right? Mother of Pearl. He says that as an expression. And we don't know who that is. But apparently Steven Hillenburg had like a Bible. Like every show, not everyone, most shows have some kind of like Bible that the creators put together, and they're like, no matter what, you always have to follow these guidelines. And you guys were telling me in my live stream that apparently one of the rules of Steven Hillenburg's Bible was that they were never gonna showcase or like find out what happened to Pearl's mother. So that idea is kind of out the window. I said that, hey, now that Steven's kind of passed on, maybe they'll just scrap the rule. Maybe we're just gonna get a backstory on Pearl. I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to know what happened. Like, why is Mr. Krabs taking care of a whale? I don't understand. But I guess we'll never find out unless Nickelodeon breaks the rule. One of the other great ideas you guys had, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, a spinoff, right? We see in the SpongeBob universe, we do see that Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy had their own TV show, possibly even their own movies. I think some episodes mention that there's movies for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Could we see one of those movies being made for real life, right? Kind of like how Disney is doing Lightyear. Lightyear is the movie that Andy goes to see, which made him want Buzz Lightyear action figures for the first Toy Story movie. So could we see this kind of in-universe Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy movie? I say yes. I like this idea. Unfortunately, the voice actors for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy have both passed on, so they would need to recast them. And some fans might get mad that they're going to recast those characters. In the shows, I believe SpongeBob, they kind of just retired Mermaid Man. They appear, they don't really speak at all anymore. They kind of just retired the characters once the voice actors passed away. But I would really love to see a Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy movie. Another joke idea I had was Larry the Lobster bobsled team. They always have Larry the Lobster doing like weird competitions in sports. And I was like, like there was that movie called Cool Runnings where it was just like randomly Jamaica has a bobsled team. I'm sure there was like a whole backstory to the movie, but like I was thinking about it. What if they just made Larry have a bobsled team or some kind of weird Larry just doing an Olympic sport is basically a movie they could try and make. What else? People said a movie about plankton, which would be cool. I don't know what a movie about plankton would be about. Like, we've already seen a bunch of plankton from the other movies anyway. King Neptune, we've seen enough of King Neptune in the movies. I don't think we need to go tread on that water anymore. Anything else? Oh, that's the last idea. A Mrs. Puff. If you guys have ever seen The Theorizer, oh my God, Theorizer. Mrs. Puff. You got to see. This guy has like freaking 15 videos or some shit just on Mrs. Puff. Yeah. Mrs. Puff. Mrs. Puff conspiracy theories. Yeah, just a ton of Mrs. Puff stuff here. She's utterly insane. Yeah, The Theorizer. I really enjoy this guy's content. And you could probably find it. Yeah, he has a bunch of like SpongeBob, different things there. I'm sure if we scroll down far enough, we could find some Mrs. Puff stuff here. Probably. I don't know where the heck's Mrs. Puff. Let's see. I probably. Oh, there you go. There's some Mrs. Puff. Mrs. Puff's dark past. He has a whole bunch of videos trying to like. Yeah, there's another one. Mrs. Puff, A Twisted Fate. This could be cool. Mrs. Puff has a very unusual backstory. We get tidbits here and there. And she's a very crazy character. I kind of want to see what her life was before she moved to Bikini Bottom. They have alluded that Mrs. Puff may have a criminal background, and that would be really cool to explore. I think so anyway. I think that would be really, really cool to explore. So yeah, I do want to see that. But getting back on track here, this Screen Rant article is garbage. It's trash. It's the laziest shit I've seen in a while from Screen Rant. Or not that I go reading every last article from them, but this has to be one of the worst articles that I've ever seen them put out. Literally no new information here. There is no new information. Everything we know about SpongeBob SquarePants 4 is nothing. They know nothing. They literally know nothing. It's going to be a movie that exists. It's going to have a plot that could literally be anything. You know, it's going to be in theaters, like, oh, these are standard things that movies have, plots, release dates, just awful. I think like Adrienne Tyler just really, really phoned this one the hell in. And I wanted to bring it to your attention just because I had a good laugh reading this and just how trash it was. Just, my God, Screen Rant. My freaking God. All right, guys. I think I rambled on long enough. That's going to be it for me. I've got another SpongeBob video on the way right after this one. So please look forward to that. Please like, please share, please subscribe. And why not watch an ad for your boy Sandro? I'm trying to do this full time. So even just watching one ad could really make my day. Thank you so much, guys. Without further ado, peace out. Bye-bye. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one.